CIA Director William J. Burns arrived in Qatar on Tuesday for secret meetings with Israel's intelligence chief and Qatar's prime minister to broker a comprehensive agreement between Israel and Hamas. Three people familiar with the visit said. ArrowRight Burns is pushing for Hamas Israel expand the focus of ongoing hostage negotiations, which have so far been limited to women and children, include the release of men military personnel. Israel wants a longer multi-day break in fighting, considering Hamas' demand that it release at least 10 people for every day it pauses in fighting. People familiar with the matter said on condition of anonymity to detail sensitive discussions. Most importantly, Burns is pressing for the immediate release of American hostages held by Hamas. U.S. officials estimate the number of hostages at 8 or 9. The CIA declined to comment on the director's classified trip. Director Burns traveled to Doha for meetings related to the Israel-Hamas conflict, including ongoing discussions regarding hostages. A U.S. official said. Burns has emerged as lead U.S. negotiator in the hostage crisis and is a figure valued by President Biden for his wide-ranging contacts in Middle East and particularly within Israel's Mossad intelligence service. They are listening to him and have great respect for him, said a person familiar with the negotiations. Burns, a veteran diplomat and former U.S. ambassador Moscow, has been frequently tapped by Biden handle administration's most vexing challenges, from warning Russia not use nuclear weapons in Ukraine negotiating with the Taliban during the U.S. evacuation crisis in Afghanistan, is assigned. Given Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's trust Mossad chief David Barnea, his role in the Israel-Gaza war stands out particular. Barnea is the key Israeli figure in these negotiations, said Natan Sachs, an Israeli academic at the Brookings Institution, a think tank. He is the person authorized to speak on behalf of the Prime Minister. Observers say Israeli Intelligence Minister Gila Gamliel and Foreign Minister Eli Cohen are far outside Netanyahu's circle of trust, making Burns' talks with his counterpart the focal point of the deal. If the Israeli foreign minister had any influence in the cabinet, Secretary of State Antony Blinken would be his counterpart. But he does not, Sachs said. The channel between Burns and Barnea was launched earlier this month, when two met in Qatar on November 9 with Qatari Prime Minister Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Thani to discuss the outlines of cessation of hostilities and release hostages. Hours after meeting ended, White House announced that Israel would begin 4-hour pauses in northern Gaza to allow Palestinians to escape fighting. A welcome step in eyes of White House, but one that does not meet U.S. demands for a pause of several days. Qatar, a gas-rich peninsula in Persian Gulf, has been mediating talks between Israel and Hamas since the Beg